morning and happy Friday, VBHS.
We hope you had a great week, and we hope you have a great Thanksgiving break. Be sure to take lots of pictures and videos and submit them to us on Instagram at VBHS Porter Pack News.
Now, here is episode 176 of Porter Pack News.
November is Native American Heritage Month. All students are welcome to get a turquoise ribbon from Miss Duggan in room S211A. You may wear your ribbon throughout the month of November to celebrate the rich cultural diversity in our school.
For this week's sports, Monday, the girls' basketball team had a home game against Rogers Heritage. Tuesday, the girls traveled to Shallow Christian, and the boys traveled to Rogers. Thursday, the boys' basketball team had a home game against Subiaco Academy. And today, the girls have an away game at Bentonville West, and the boys' football team travels to Shallow Christian for the second round of the state playoffs. Good luck, fellas.
Here's last week's sports. Monday, the boys basketball team lost their benefit game against Northside. Tuesday, the girls beat Gentry. And Thursday, both girls and guys basketball teams traveled to Mena and caught those dubs. And Friday, the Van Buren football team won the first round of the playoffs against the Marion Patriots. Womp womp.
Next week is Thanksgiving break. Both boys and girls basketball team travel to Southside on Monday. Then, if the football team beats Shiloh, we will have a game Friday.
Hello, welcome to your weather. I'm MJ, the meteorologist, and here is your weather. Today, we're going to have a high of 62 and a low of 37. And then Saturday, we're going to have a high of 61 and a low of 39. And then Sunday, we're going to have a high of 66 and a low of 44. That is your weather. Have a great Thanksgiving break and save your men some turkey.
Let's talk politics.
Elon Musk went from a money donor to a high-profile unofficial chief of staff. Here's what he suggests.
The federal government's $6.8 trillion budget should be slashed by at least $2 trillion, and acknowledge that such draconian cuts would necessarily involve some temporary hardship.
He also considers himself a free speech absolutist. After buying Twitter and renaming it X, Musk reinstated the accounts of hundreds of users barred for spreading misinformation or inciting violence.
More of Trump's picks.
The president-elect chose Chris Wright, the CEO of oilfield services company Liberty Energy, to serve as the next energy secretary.
Wright is one of the pioneers of the American fracking revolution and has been an outspoken booster of fossil fuels. At one point, renting out billboards to attack North Face for deciding not to do an appeal partnerships with an oil and gas company.
In a video posted to LinkedIn last year, Wright said, "There is no climate crisis and we're not in the midst of an energy transition either." As the head of the Energy Department, he would not only oversee the country's energy policy, but also its nuclear arsenal.
More headlines for your U.S. news.
Biden visited the Amazon rainforest and promised Brazil funds for environmental initiatives.
About a dozen people carrying Nazi flags and shouting expressions of white power and racial slurs marched through part of Columbus, Ohio.
Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy, and it recently failed to renegotiate its looming debt.
Others in the cabinet. Boom!
In the world, President Biden has authorized Ukraine to use U.S.-supplied long-range missiles for strikes inside Russia, all in response to Russia's decision to allow North Korea troops in the fight, officials said.
Israeli airstrike hit the Beirut, killing at least 6 people, Lebanese officials says. The authorities in New Delhi have closed schools and urge people to stay indoors because of the Indian capital is choked by toxic smog. Anti-immigrant sentiment is gaining ground in Europe despite a decline in the number of border crossings.
Let's talk about aliens.
21 of the 700 plus unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, the new lingo for UFO, reported last year remain unexplainable according to the government's Agency on Anomalous Sightings, AARO.
Some look like orbs, cylinders, or triangles, but there was no actual evidence of extraterrestrial origins according to the agency.
Welcome to pop culture. Since Jake Paul beat a old man in a fight, Ryan Garcia has called him out, saying he couldn't beat him up because anyone could beat up a 60-year-old man.
Check out Drake's new hairstyle. As you can see, he's ditched the certified lover boy look and gone with a more who knows what that look really is. So let us know if you guys like Drake's new hairstyle.
Average Drake picture there. Bill Nye went on Kai Cenat's stream. It was quite an emotional moment. Kai Cenat started crying. It was very awesome to see. We all love Bill Nye. Great guy.
So rumor has it at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, this Boss Baby float will be the only float that makes an appearance. You know, it's a pretty big moment for Boss Baby. It's taking over the world. Thanks for tuning into Pop Culture. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Be sure to DM your pictures to our Instagram at VBHS Morning Pack News so we can feature you in our student submissions.
Till then, wear your seatbelts, drink some water, and tell someone you love them.
Have a great weekend!